Today in Niagara Falls, Home Depot is hosting the 10th annual Niagara Woodworking Show, highlighting some incredible talent from across the region.
We've got five local guilds associations. We've got the Niagara Woodworking Club, the Golden Horseshoe Woodturners Guild, the Niagara Woodcarvers Association, and the Marquetry Society of Canada as well. Right, so we've got a nice broad brush of woodworking disciplines all under one roof.
I understand there's a competition aspect to today's show. Could you tell us about that?
People can bring in a pre-made project. The competition rules are very simple. It either fits inside a 2 foot by 2 foot box or it does not. Right? So we have a small category, a large category. You'll see turnings, you'll see pyrography, you'll see carvings, you'll see cabinet making, box making, toys, furniture building, you name it, right? So a little bit of everything shows up, and it's kind of nice because I never know what shows up year after year. We've got a number of vendors here, very similar to previous years. We're going to be giving away probably about $6,000 in prizes, right? Which is great, and those all get donated by the vendors. So,
could you tell us more about marquetry?
Well, marquetry basically started way back, roughly around the time of King Tut, or maybe a little bit earlier, depending where you're coming from. King Tut basically had a piece of object that was in his tomb called intarsia at the time. It's basically a little thicker wood than marquetry. Basically, some parts of the world work with very thin, what we call veneers. The veneers are up to probably 6 sheets of paper thick. And depending on other countries like Romania, Iran, and Iraq, theirs are roughly about 1/8 of an inch. And what they do is they just basically cut it to certain pictures, different sizes, and then what they do is they just put all the different kinds of woods together, and a lot of it is really fascinating. A lot of really nice work that's been done over the years.
Could you tell us a little about your involvement in this year's show?
Well, my name's John Peary, and I run the Tools of the Trade show in Pickering, Ontario. It's a twice-a-year event where we sell vintage and antique hand tools. So I know Kevin, who works here at the store, and he invited me down to kind of demonstrate and display my wares, which is why I'm here. And I came last year and we had a great time, so we're back this year.
Could you tell us about some of your more prized antique tools you have here?
Yeah, well, today I brought a few planes that are part of my personal collection and tools that I use. This is one here, Stanley chamfer plane, which is used for cutting a 45-degree chamfer on a board, and also a Stanley 55 plane, which is visible down here at the end of the bench, which was a plane that was used to do many number of jobs, woodworking jobs, and replaced a whole tool chest full of molding planes.
And what are your hopes for next year's show?
one thing I'd like to see is, right, with the competition, I think it scares away a lot of the novice woodworkers, and I don't want it to, right? It's a real community show, so, just to kind of help further the craft for everyone, right? So one thing I'd really like to see is, some more novice projects. So one thing I've done in the show is, we pay out basically first, second, and third in both the small and large category, and we also have a door prize for everyone who enters in. And the door prize is quite often more than what the first place winner is. Right? So everybody's got a chance to win.
This year's show may be over, but that means that now is the perfect time to start carving for next year's competition. From Niagara Falls, reporting for The Source, I'm Mitchell Glass.